How do you find the right trading system and what can you expect from your trading strategy? So hello, welcome back, and this is a video that I've been looking forward to making for a very long time. And the topic is more or less, how do you find the trading system that is right for you, and also what are the pitfalls to avoid when it comes to building, choosing and understanding your trading system. And I always like to go back to the quote, I heard it from Moritz. I'm not sure where he picked it up. Many traders take a good system and destroy it by trying to turn it into a perfect one. And I think this is so true. And this is responsible for a lot of failure among traders. Many traders could trade very profitably, make a lot of money potentially with a trading system that maybe gives them a 50-60% win rate. But obviously this is not enough for the general and the average retail trader. And instead they try to tweak it, change it, adjust it to try to get a 90 or 95% win rate. But obviously this is not possible. And then what happens is that they completely destroy the trading system. They don't realize any profits and they just keep losing money and being frustrated because nothing seems to work. But if you can change your perception about what a trading strategy is, and once you understand what is realistic about a trading system, then your whole perspective will hopefully change. So let's go to this graphic here, and I really like this one. So a trading system has usually, or there are many characteristics, but those are the main ones that concern win rate, the size of winners, and the level of risk. And you can only choose two out of the three. And we will see why this is true. So let's try to look into those individual points and let's try to understand them. What does a high win rate mean? A high win rate also means that you have a lower reward to risk ratio. I made a few videos talking about this and why this is true. For the most part, it is true because a high win rate is only achievable if you have either not a very large take profit compared to your stop loss, or you have very wide stop loss so that the price cannot reach it as easily. But of course the target won't also be as great. So high win rate and low reward to risk ratio go hand in hand. Again, most people try to get a high win rate and high reward to risk ratio. This is where many people already go wrong. Big winners, what does it mean? It means that you have big winners, you may have also big losses, and this generally leads to a lower win rate, lower reward to risk ratio, sorry. And you have another option, you have big winners and small losses, and this leads to a high reward to risk ratio. All right, so those are the basic, this is the framework, the basic outline of what those things mean and what are the options or possibilities. And let's try to look at the first combination. So the first one is you have a high win rate and big winning trades. So why can't you also have a low risk trading system? Very easily, because if you have a high win rate, you naturally have a low reward to risk ratio. And this means that you have also big losses. So this means that a low risk system is not possible. That is it sounds very simple, but it has a very deep meaning that you need to understand if you want to understand your trading system and what to expect. High win rate means low reward to risk ratio. So if you are going for a high win rate system, the first thing that you need to settle for is that you understand that your system will have a lower reward to risk ratio. It is rare, maybe not even possible, to have a win rate of, let's say, 80-90% and also have a system that has a reward to risk ratio of 5-to-1, 6-to-1, 7-to-1. More likely is that you have a high win rate, maybe let's say 70%, but you will have a low reward to risk ratio, which will be roughly 1-to-1 or maybe even smaller. Remember, 70% doesn't even require a reward to risk ratio of 1-to-1. So that is the first and very important step and the first important option of having a trading system. The second option is that you have big winners and low risk. What will this mean? That you don't have a high win rate. It means that you'll have a low win rate and therefore a high reward to risk ratio. And this means that you have small losses. So you can see that a high reward to risk ratio implies that you have small losses and big winning trades. Therefore, you have a low risk system because the winners easily make up for the losses. Really important. It is really deep if you understand the implications behind that, and it can hopefully change the way you understand your trading system. Don't try to have a low risk system, big winners and high win rate. That doesn't work because we have learned high win rate means low reward to risk ratio, and low reward to risk ratio you only get when you have big winners and big losses. So that is really, really important. Then we have our last opportunity or last way how we can manifest the trading system: high win rate and low risk. What does it mean? Why you cannot also have big winning trades? So you don't have big winning trades. Why? Because you have a low reward to risk ratio system and also a low risk system. In a low risk system, what means is that you don't have a lot of swings in your trading account. So you will have moderate winning trades and moderate losing trades. So it is a lower reward to risk ratio, which means that the losses and the winning trades are roughly the same size, but they are not big wins, they're not big losses, they're moderate because we have a low risk system. So probably many traders will look at this and just have a blank stare and don't know what I'm talking about. But I would really, really recommend you understand and you watch this video again and again. And there are only 3 options that we have: high win rate, big winners, low risk, high win rate, low risk. Those are the 3 options that we have here. And this is how every trading strategy will manifest and play itself out. So it's really important that you understand the implications. And then the next step, you can look at your system and look at your preferences. Which 2 of the ones do you prefer? Usually for beginning traders, low risk is good and a high win rate is good. Why a high win rate is good is because you have constant positive feedback. You don't need to have big winning trades. Obviously, this doesn't go hand in hand with a low risk system because you will have high losing trades as well. So low risk means moderate position size, moderate reward to risk ratio, not a lot of fluctuations in your account, but a high win rate, which means that you have a lot of positive feedback. Although your losses or your wins are not super large, you don't have a lot of swings in your account, which is generally easier to handle for amateur traders. So I would really encourage you to look at your system, try to find out what is the system you have right now, understand that which of the 2 options are you going for, and is it really consistent with your mindset, with your requirements, and with your emotional makeup. So let me know in the comments below if this is a complete mind-blowing video, if you don't get anything, or if this makes sense on some level. So let me know in the comments below. I look forward to hearing from you.